Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Washington State Cougars return team didn't help matters out much there. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Got his man! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Washington State lines up quickly. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. They'll try the run. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these...
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougar! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Washington's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2-star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mono.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on second and long from the 10. They go to the draw. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Back to pass, it's Rodgers. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
The Cougars headed quickly to the line. He's looking to throw it. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. Looking to throw on second down. This time on target. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
First down for the offense.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Here comes the offense on second down.
Brings up second down.
Quick handoff. At midfield, he's got room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Latu. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now after the short completion, it's second down. Motion from the offense. Out of the gun. The inside handoff. Looking for a crease. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23. And this D would love to force a field goal try. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
First and goal, Washington.
He'll set up to throw. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Rodgers. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. 3rd and goal from way back there. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires into the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And here in the first quarter, we remain tied. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The give to the tailback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And the Cougars in the hurry up. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Quick completion to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Washington State 10, Washington
7. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. He's looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Looking to scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Washington State going quickly.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They move the tight end all over. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Washington State, 17. Washington, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
Washington State, 17. Washington, 7.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. On second down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunter. Tackled after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. The running back has it. Still on his feet at the 45. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On the option. Now the toss. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hunter. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. The give on the inside. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to pass, it's Rodgers. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The Cougars are in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He makes a catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Gonna run it. It's Coleman. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
They go right back to him. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. To the air, it's Rodgers. Feeling some heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Washington State lines up quickly. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On first and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Washington State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Washington State, 24. Washington, 7.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
The run from the shotgun. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
And first down for the offense.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Washington will snap it in the red zone. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Got it past the marker. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. From from here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Field goal is good.
That makes the score Washington State 24, Washington 10.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Washington State going back to work on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Batir. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sideline. It's Hudson. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
And that's another.
He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. From the red zone, looking for a space. Going for 6. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One
play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Rodgers. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. They run the reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
That makes the score. Washington State 31, Washington 13.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. The give to the back. Jukes his way for more. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And that pass picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? I beg to differ.
A first down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Latu. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line. Brings up 2nd
Trying
down.
play action. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll throw on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They've cut into this lead. It's down to 11 as they're set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He looks that one in nicely. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Washington State going quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grab near the sticks, it's Freeman. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Defenses throughout the league study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to snap it quickly.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Brings up second and goal.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Fires to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington State. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
38, Washington, 20.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Brings up second down.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Second down coming up.
Running back searching for a hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And that's another.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Washington State will come to the line with a first and goal. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! And the punishment has been extended.
Number 18. Man in the end zone.
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Washington, 20.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Caught over the middle. It's Boston. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After misfiring, it's second down. Back to throw, it's Rodgers. They're setting up the screen. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on third. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the running back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskies. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. So they got the score. The lead is still 18 as they prepare to kick off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Here's the handoff. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Gets it out fast. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. The give to the back. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Washington State has it all working right now. The RPO, it's complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. 2nd down coming up.
brings up second down.
The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on third down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's another Cougar first.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo! And the beatdown has ensued.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Washington State, 52. Washington, 27.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He'll come out throwing on first down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Makes the catch down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. To throw, it's Rodgers. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Getting some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Back to the air one more time.
You want to have a look?
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking for room, it's Parker. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. To the ground with the back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. Right back to the well. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
On the ground. Hard-hitting tackle. Second and goal for the offense.
Picks up 1. Brings up second and goal.
On the option. Touchdown, Washington State. And the stomping has commenced.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
27.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
After the incompletion, it's second down.
It's now second down.
He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.